Okay.
We're walking the world and meeting some of our vendors. We have stopped by the Cesar Guerini booth, and we're meeting Tom Smith. He's going to tell us something about their shotguns.
All right. Thank you very much. This is right here. This is our Summit Impact Skeet model. The gun comes with 28 or 30-inch barrels. The difference for the Skeet model is it is based off our Impact series line. We changed the forend with the beaver tail style forend. We have the Skeet triggers for the sub-gauge tube sets. All right, the models we have now, people can buy the individual gun, or we have the full Skeet package which come with a full set of Briley full-length choke tubes, as well as a mirror case. It also has our kinetic balancing system, which is this is a weight and balance system that can go into the stock, and a set of barrel weights that can be put on the barrel. So you can weight and balance the gun basically from the muzzle all the way to the buttstock.
So that it could be individualized for the
Correct.
For a particular shooter.
Yeah. The last few years, actually, the high rib has been very popular. So on this particular model, we have a 17mm rib that can adjust from 50-50 to 90-10. So for each individual shooter, you have an adjustable buttstock that can be raised on the comb, and also the balance point can be changed depending on how the individual shooter wants to shoot the gun.
Okay. So tell us your perspective on the World Shoot. You know, why are you here? Why does Cesar Guerini have a permanent showroom at the National Shooting Complex?
Okay, why we have a building here is basically to support the shooters. It's to show the new products, also to give people a chance to demo and try the new guns out here. So all the new product, everything we have here is people are able to take it out, demo it, and basically try it before they buy to see what works best for them. Also, we have a gunsmith in-house right here, and we can do light gunsmithing to be able to service the people who have our product.
So if I had a problem with my shotgun out on the field, I could come in and have you to do a little work for me?
Also, Cesar Guerini has what's called the pit stop program. So with each gun, for the first 3 years, the customers can bring the gun by, and we have a tune-up program that for the first 3 years will completely go through the gun, tune it up at free of charge. And so
you could do that during the World Shoot.
Correct.
Good. Yay. Tom, thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it.
We're here talking with Al Ainge of Al Ainge Leather, and we want him to tell us about some of his products.
Thank you. All right. Well, we have 4 styles of pouches. The All-American, the Atlanta, the Chicago, and the Atlanta styles. And the reason is shooters, Todd Bender wears this style, Michael Serrell wears this style, Robert Paxton wears this style, and Wayne Mays wears this style. So that's how they got their names. And they're mixed with different hides. This is shrunken bull with the neck of a caiman crocodile. This one is also shrunken bull, but a full belly of a caiman crocodile. And
these are beautiful.
In black. This one's the color's Aztec, with another has the caiman crocodile. This one's bison. And down here we have elephant. That's called vintage peanut. This is elephant in a chocolate, and this is elephant in a black.
These are beautiful. These. I heard that you had really cool shooting bags, and now I see that you do. And
this one's shark in a black. This is shark in a chocolate with a caiman front. And I mix them with different hides. And I also make matching belts for all of them, whether it be shark, caiman, or whatever.
Are you the designer?
I design them and I make all of them.
And where are these made?
In Newport News, Virginia.
Okay.
In my shop behind the house.
So these are handmade.
Every one of these are hand stitched. I do the belt on a machine.
Okay.
Since I do elephant wallets of different styles, trifold, bifolds. Also in shark, we do wallets. Since I do the exotics, I make those up. We also have stingray of different types, stingray wallets for the ladies.
So I could be matched with a wallet, a belt, and an ammo pouch, all matching.
Yep. Also do shooting bags. There's an example of a range bag there, out of the shrunken bull.
Tell me what this is again.
That's stingray. That's what it looks like before I start. I get the hides, and you get one cut per hide.
Oh, please. That would be
And for those who like wild colors, we have stingray in a pink, We can do it in a red.
Now, how do you do this?
What happened? I don't do that. I get the hides already tanned. The hide is tanned, and then they paint the design on after it's tanned. And for those, so have a little bit of everything, depending on what the customer desires.
This is really interesting. I've never seen stingray before.
Yep. They're all raised in farms in Asia. The stingray and the caiman crocodile, here's an example of a caiman before I start working with it, is a $4 billion a year business. So they don't have blemishes. They raise them on the farm and they harvest them at the different sizes they want for the animals.
So it takes an entire caiman to make one of these products, right?
Yes. Well, what happens is I get one full-faced and I use the other parts for pieces for inserts on the other.
Okay. Well, these are really, you know, it's amazing how much this looks like sequins, isn't it?
Yes.
It's very sparkly like sequins.
And it's very hard. It's a hard.
It is.
Durable. Very durable.
It's pretty fascinating to see these as leathers before they.
And then on the wall,
before they start.
What it looks like before I start working with it.
Oh, that's beautifully patterned, isn't it?
And that color is called vintage peanut.
And you know what? I think people would be surprised to know how supple, how very soft and supple this feels. You would expect the elephant hide to be, you know, thick and coarse and tough.
But during the tanning process, they actually skive the hide. This one, I will do buckles or Velcro, where they can open it up and they can put their accessories in here, put their loaded shells, and as they've shot, they can throw their empties in there so they can walk off the range with everything in one bag.
This is a pretty impressive hinge system.
And this is entirely hand stitched except on the belt.
Okay, so you custom make items for people too, I assume?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We've enjoyed meeting you and talking to you about your products.
Thank you.
Thank you, Al.
Thank you, Gene.
You made the belt buckle. You have the World Shoot belt buckle. Okay.
For the both for the trophies for the World Shoot, we made the belt buckles for all the winners, and we also made again this year the commemorative belt buckle. And each year we make up one buckle for each year of the World Shoot. This is the 77th year, so we make up 77 buckles, and each of them are numbered. Like this one is 39 of 77. And the fellows tend to like those and collect them. And each year they're a totally different design. This year the NSSA decided to make the buckle in gold with the logo and the trim in silver.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
That has been a real popular thing. And the other thing that's Tilden Trophies' main business, obviously, is shooting trophies. But we also make something sort of unique, gold shooter jewelry. Clay targets, shotguns, little shotgun shells made of 14-karat gold that they can't buy at their normal jewelry store. So we're real pleased with being able to get some lady shooters some special things.
A question about the belt buckle.
Sure.
If a shooter wasn't able to come to the World Shoot, can they still buy one of those?
We have a very few numbers left, and they can call us at our 800 number, and we take their order and send it out to them.
Okay.
We have many shooters that we call the number each year. Like if you bought number 76 or 77, then next year, about a month before the shoot, we would call you on the phone, see if you want your same number. We know other people that have done that in our hobby, and that turns out pretty good for them. So, but our main business, the other 11.5 months of the year, is furnishing trophies for the shooting sports and trying to keep things nice enough and that would be appreciated by shooters, but still that the clubs could afford. So we've taken our skill of making coins for the people like Disney and SeaWorld, medallions for the skeet shooting folks. And we have a wide variety of everything from naturally the buckles, but the engraved money clips, the
pocket watches.
Pocket watches that we engrave. They're very popular, real traditional kind of trophy. And we try to be a little different, but then sometimes you always go back to the loving cups and the silver trays and the crystal.
In case we do have some shooters who weren't here and they want to check with you and see if you have some belt buckles left to get one, can you tell us how they can reach you?
They can reach us on our 800 number, and that's 800-350-3315.
Thank you so much.
Okay, we appreciate it.
It's been nice talking with you.
Okay, bye now. Good.
Do we need an intro?
And he saw the horses out back, and some of the Mexican troopers tried to escape, and he and his men shot them. And he noticed that the lady was baking bread inside, but there was no smoke coming out of the chimney. So he went inside, put his pistol up the chimney and shot. The man, he dropped down. And he took his silver-encrusted saddle, put it in the back of a Dodge touring car, and they all left. And that was his baptism in fire, so to speak, as a young lieutenant recently at West Point. But he purchased that gun when he got back. There were 3 guns. This is a 20 gauge. My brother has a 28 gauge, and my cousin has a 410 that our grandmother, Beatrice Patton, gave us out of the collection. And that's the history of the gun. I've shot it. It's fun to shoot, but it belongs probably at the museum in Fort Knox eventually, where I'll send it down there so that it's part of the exhibition there. But the Parker people came to me and I said, fine, you can put it in the book. It's a
so what is this book?
2-volume Parker storybook.
Okay. Very interesting.
Okay.